then, let us begin with a simple explanation of the class trial. So that way, your votes will determine the results. During the trial, you have to participate in a number of debates and argue who the culprit is and figure out who done it. Vote correctly, and I will only punish the blackened, and all of you will get to live for another day. But if you pick the wrong one, I will punish everyone besides the blackened, and the blackened will get to go free and graduate in this school in Orlando, Florida! Also, refusing to vote will automatically result in your death, so you better vote for someone. But before we start, does anyone have any questions? I do, my... what in God's name is that thing? What thing are you talking about? I'm talking about the thing next to Cuphead. Oh! Are you talking about Squirtle and his talk show? Because apparently his talk show is a thing that got canceled on TikTok!
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just can't get into it because they would never understand.
No, mate, I wasn't talking about Squirtle. I was talking about the thing on the right. Wait, what thing on the right? Oh, that thing. Yeah, Mike, can you at least explain us on what the hell is that? Cause, why is there a picture of Waddle Dee with an X on it? Well, to answer your question, this would have been Waddle Dee's seat if he was still alive. But you know, he's dead. So instead of leaving an empty seat there, I decided to put a death portrait of him there. So that way he will miss the fun. And that way he can't tell you who the killer is, because he's already dead! You are one son of a bitch, aren't you? Yeah, what Kirby said. Talk about salt to the wound. Like, putting a death portrait of his friend is just... ugh, it's disturbing. Well, hey, I'm seeing either way, you pink gumball and old-timey rabbit. What the fuck did you just call me, you uncultured swine? Hey, leave him alone, you stuffed wannabe Build-A-Bear recant? Or dare I say a douchebag? Ignoring the comment. Does anyone else have any questions? Yes, it's about accomplices. Do accomplices exist in these types of trials? Well, yes. Accomplices do exist in these type of cases. However, there isn't a special reward for the accomplice if they help out the blackened. The accomplice is fair game like every other participant. If the blackened wins, the accomplice dies with the other students. But if the blackened is found out, then the accomplice won't die with the blackened. They will instead live. I see. So there can be accomplices in this case. Good to know. Now, does anyone have any more questions? Or can we begin? Alright, I don't see any more hands up, so that means we can begin! Alrighty then, let the first class trial commence! So, I guess the first class trial has officially begun. Well, where do we even start? None of us have ever done a trial like this before. Unless if you count the Linzo cookie. I did do a case in a train stop in Christmas, but I never done a trial like this before. Murder and faking death are two different things. But I do have an idea where we could start discussing. Maybe we should discuss the sequence of events, like how the victim died.
That's not a bad idea, Linzo Cookie. We need to hear everyone out in this class trial. Everybody's lives are at stake and we need to cooperate in order to survive.
Maybe we should talk about Waddle Dee's cause of death? That seems to be the case, Mickey. Please make it quick, please. I don't want to hear any of this anymore. Rest assured, Kirby. We'll try to not talk about it too much. But Waddle Dee was a recent victim, so we have to talk about him. We're sorry, but that's how things are. Fine. So, the first class trial has begun. I will admit, I am a little nervous because, again, I'm not much of a detective like Linger Cookie, let alone a detective. But I'll try to see if I can find any flaws in anyone's logic. The others are starting with the cause of death. Should be simple enough, even though I may be an idiot sometimes. Waddle Dee was killed at around 11:30 p.m., correct? That seems to be the case. There was a lot of blood on his head, but also some blood to his arms and legs. Maybe the culprit is a psycho murderer, wah! I'm not sure that's the case here, pal. I'm sure they had a reason to do what they did instead of becoming a psycho murderer. Oh, I got this! The culprit must have slashed Waddle Dee's arms and legs! Or the culprit must have sneaked behind them and attacked them without even knowing. Well, if he wasn't snuck attack, we found our answer to what the cause of death was! Waddle Dee's cause of death was blood loss from his arms and legs! No, that's incorrect! No, Squirtle. Waddle Dee did not die from blood loss, let alone the cuts of his arms and legs. Wait, really? Then what was his cause of death? Waddle Dee's cause of death was listed in the Monokuma file. The Monokuma file states that Waddle Dee died from blunt force trauma. Wait, the Monokuma file mentioned all of that? Yes, Squirtle. The Monokuma file listed not only Waddle Dee's cause of death, but his time of death and his injuries. And I checked the Monokuma file, and it said that Waddle Dee died due to blunt force trauma. I see. I made a mistake. Then again, sorry about that. I didn't take a good look at the Monokuma file during the investigation. Really? Okay, I know I'm not that smart, but even I knew about the Monokuma file. It was listed in your handbook. How did you miss that? Whoa! Calm down, Kirby. Just take a chill pill. Just take a couple deep breaths. Maybe you'll feel better, okay? Look, we all get it. You're upset that Waddle Dee died. Can you please not be rude about it? We understand, but it's just... What we're trying to say is, don't bash on others too hard, okay? Alright, I'll try. It's just... I hate it when people miss simple things like this. It's annoying. I understand, but... that's how people be sometimes. Well, excuse me! Puffball! It's not my fault I'm not used with detective things! I'm not Detective Pikachu! I'm not used with talk shows! Oh gee, yeah, we totally see that. It's not like you have a fucking ultimate talent of it! Whoa, Charmander. Let's not go this far. He forced me into a stupid talk shows for 24 hours! Would you want to deal with this? Okay, fair enough, I guess. Aside from that, though, the most important thing, or question is, how can we list off suspects? Huh? What are you talking about, Kirby? I mean that Waddle Dee's time of death was 11 p.m. Let me repeat that. 11 p.m. Like, who would wake up at 11 p.m. in the damn night in order to kill someone? Like, all of us were asleep during at that time, so how can we list off suspects when most of us were asleep? Well, excluding our killer, Kirby does have a good point, Cuphead. How can we list off suspects? Both Kirby and Linger Cookie got a point. How can we list off suspects when everyone was asleep at 11 p.m. at midnight? I got it! I know how we can list off 3 suspects. Well, 4 to be exact. It all has something to do with the body discovery announcement. Well, gosh, Cuphead, I hate to burst your bubble by being a smartass, but... isn't it supposed to be 3 people who discover the body? In order for the announcement to trigger? What if you
idea of 4, pal. What? Sorry, what happened?
I'll get to that in a moment. But as for the 3 people who discovered the body, those 3 ended up being... It can only be them! The 3 people who triggered the body discovery announcement in my bathroom were Squirtle, Oswald, and Phineas.
Why those 3 people specifically, weh?
Well, I believe it was around 6:41 a.m. in the morning. I heard someone screaming and running down the stairs looking for somebody. Looking back on it, it ended up being Cuphead due to how he was downstairs near the weapons room trying to find Waddle Dee. However, I didn't want to check it entirely alone, so I decided to bring Phineas along with me, because out of everyone here aside from Linzer Cookie, he's the smartest despite his age. I can attest to this. Oswald did come inside my room to wake me up.
Well, and as for me, Oswald didn't really drag me out of bed. I just woke up myself since I was so happy to do some more Pokemon Talk episodes with Charmander. But I then saw Oswald and Phineas outside the door. So I decided to join them. Because, hey, why not, right?
When we entered your room, Cuphead, I smelled blood in there. Almost like something was rotting. We then headed towards the entrance of the bathroom door and checked the shower, and that's where we found Waddle Dee's body. The announcement went off. Which led to me and Squirtle finding you downstairs in the weapons room and showing you the body, and yeah, you passed out.
Okay, and who would the 4th innocent person be, Cuphead?
Oh, now you start talking? Were you asleep during the class trial or what? No! I was just thinking about something. I'll reveal it once it jogs up in my memory, okay? It's not my fault that a lot of things are going on.
Well, the 4th person innocent would be Kirby. Because think about it. Why would he kill his best friend? What, to gain false trust? That's stupid, and that's coming from me! Can't argue with that statement. I don't think Kirby would be the type to kill his best friend.
Yeah, I wouldn't. Waddle Dee's my friend. And what if you guys murdered him? Who would do such a thing?
No, calm down, Kirby. We'll figure out his murder as quick as we can. So far, we just haven't gotten up to the ball yet. That doesn't make any sense. You know what I mean.
No, I don't know what you mean.
Wow, would you look at that? We crossed off 4 suspects off our list. Nice job, Cuphead.
Ah, shucks. It was nothing. Really. It was nothing.
Okay, so that leaves 4 suspects out of 11.
But the problem is, how do we list down to 11 suspects now? Because last I checked, the murder was committed at nighttime. And if we were talking about alibis, most of us were asleep.
Well, hey, Wang, you never know. Maybe someone must have sneaked out during at midnight, Wang.
What? Okay, Waluigi, be straight with me here. Who in the right mind would be sneaking at 11 p.m. at midnight over the nighttime announcement, which is at 10 p.m.? Don't you think that's stupid?
Well, shit, Wang. You got me there on that one.
Wait! Waluigi might be onto something here. What if someone else was awake during at 11 p.m.?
Wait a minute, Mickey. Are you seriously agreeing with Waluigi? Well, if he's correct, then what is it?
And spit it all out already! Give us the scoop! Alright, settle down! Now, the person I think who was awake during at 11 o'clock was none other than let's agree on something. Excuse me?
Hey, bro. Do you think you can elaborate on that statement? I don't think any of us get it. Well, except for maybe Winter Cookie and Phineas. Yeah, Mickey, now you even got me confused. Because why would Waddle Dee go to the weapons room? There was no letter, let alone proof that Waddle Dee was invited to go to the weapons room at midnight. So, can you please elaborate?
Gladly, pal. Now let me explain my reasoning. I think that Waddle Dee was awake during at nighttime.
How is that the case? No one saw him exit his room.
Let alone tell us that he was exiting his room.
Maybe Waddle Dee was planning a murder?
I highly doubt Waddle Mate would do that. He's the ultimate police officer for a reason, you know?
Well, you can't judge a book by its cover. Maybe he was trying to murder someone.
How the hell would that make any sense if Waddle Dee was trying to bring us all together?
What if it was all an act?
Alright, I'll go out on a limb here. What if Waddle Dee wanted to tell someone, but he couldn't be able to do so?
You're on to something here. Wait a minute, fellas. Maybe Olimar might be onto something here.
Wait, really? Is this because of the fact that I said that Waddle Dee wanted to tell someone but couldn't?
Yeah, Kirby's testimony can prove this. Right, Kirby?
Oh yeah, now that you mention it, Cuphead's right. Alright, Puffball, what did you find? Well, it was around 10:20 p.m. when someone was trying to shake me awake a couple times. Like they were trying to wake me up. However, looking back on it, it must have been Waddle Dee.
Huh, I guess that settles it. Waddle Dee was not brought nor led to the weapons room. He went there himself. That seems to be the case.
Alright, I have seen and heard enough.
Huh? What's wrong, Violet Plume?
After hearing all of your evidence, I figured out who the killer of this case is. Wow, already? Man, you must be pretty smart.
Really? Please, tell us. Who is the killer?
Yeah, please tell us. Maybe the killer won't be so bad.
Cuphead Milton, care to explain your lie?
What? I'm sorry, what?
No, that's not true. Right, Cuphead? Oh, this got interesting real fast. Cuphead?
Okay, Violet Plume, now you are stepping out of line here.
What? How can it...
Wait, now that I realize it, I see why she thinks it's you, Cuphead. Or better yet, you fit the bill as the killer.
Whoa, now hang on a second here. Let's not jump the gun here. I didn't kill Waddle Dee. I have no reason to. That's bullshit. Your stuttering says otherwise. Man, what is this, the end of the world? Because we agree on something again. But back on topic. Cuphead, you have a couple reasons on why you murdered. Hey, I can list all of the reasons.
What would be my reason for committing murder? I wouldn't murder someone in cold blood. Maybe you have some holes in your logic, or you got the wrong guy.
You being defensive is not helping, Wang.
Cut him some slack here, Waluigi. He's being accused. What should he do? Be calm about it?
You dare test my logic? You must Sorry. But more? Actually, no. Alright then. You asked for it, Buster. Let me list them. Reason number 1. Monokuma's motive. Like, do I need to say anything? Out of everyone here, you sounded the most panicked. That does it. Reason number 2. You punched Waddle Dee due to your outburst of the motive, making Waddle Dee an easy target.
Okay, now hold the fuck.
And reason number 3. You've been saying suspicious things in the trial, let alone Kirby during the investigation with Kirby and some of the others. And reason number 4. There were 2 objects that had the same color as your straw. The hammer and the axe. The hammer in your bathroom and the axe in the Plume, what are you talking about? Him saying suspicious stuff during in the investigation with me. What do you mean?
Well, that's something I'll ask Cuphead about. I'll get to that.
Cuphead, during your talk with Kirby at the investigation, you said you were confident that Waddle Dee woke up at around 10:20 p.m. How would you know that, Cuphead? Unless you were the one who murdered him. That makes it pretty suspicious, does it not?
I can't tell you. Really, I can't. You wouldn't understand.
Sure. I guess that's it then. So disappointing. Wait, no, I'm not the killer! Even if I had an outburst because of the motive and punched Waddle Dee right in the arm, I didn't murder him! Please, you gotta believe me! Oh, that's definitely a lie, and you know it! I'm telling you all, I'm not the culprit. I swear I didn't do it.
Just confess that you did it, Wah. It's not that hard.
Everyone is ganging up on Cuphead just because he mentioned some stuff no one else knew. Fortunately for him, I have evidence that he is not the killer. And I need to show that to the others in this case. It's what I said earlier. Cuphead has a lot of reasons why he's the murderer of Waddle Dee. He was the only one who reacted the most out of the motive videos, which means he was the one who killed Waddle Dee.
No, I'm not the culprit. Just because I mentioned something in the investigation right now doesn't automatically mark me as the killer. Hate to say it, Cuphead, but she does have a point. Unless you have anything to defend yourself with, we can only suspect you.
Oh, come on! There has to be some proof that I'm innocent!
You're kidding, right? There is no proof to clear you from suspicion at all. No, that's wrong! Hold on, Violet Plume. There is proof that clears Cuphead from this case.
Oh, really then? Well, alright, Miss Sherlock Holmes! Let's see what type of bullshit you got! Jesus, bloody crossflower mine! What's wrong with you?
How about your accent?
Don't question it, Mike.
Sorry about that, Joey. It's just, I have a vendetta against killers, so I lash off easily. But back on topic, Minter Cookie. What proof do you have that Cuphead is innocent? Simple. He told me his alibi during the investigation.
Okay, Wah. You lost me completely, Wah.
Let me explain. I finished up my solo investigation and went upstairs to check on Cuphead in his bathroom. I decided to have a talk with him if he knew anything about the murder.
And what did he say?
He said he met up with Waddle Dee at around 10:30 p.m. because Waddle Dee invited him to the bathroom downstairs to talk to him about the motive videos.
Okay, I hate to break it to you, Linzer Cookie, but you do realize you're raising suspicion more on Cuphead, right?
Hold on, I'm not finished yet. Apparently Waddle Dee told Cuphead something important related to this murder case.
And what would that be?
That he wanted to guard the weapons room at night.
Please tell me you're joking here.
No, I'm not joking. That is the truth.
Yeah, he's right. He's telling the truth. Because that's exactly what happened.
Oh, Linter Cookie.
Where do I even begin with the many holes of your logic?
What?
You may have explained what Cuphead did during at 10:30 p.m., but you never said that he left. For all we know, Cuphead didn't kill Waddle Dee. Wait! Stop! Huh? What's the matter, Kirby?
Huh? Wait, what's the matter, Kirby?
Before we pin all this on Cuphead and cast our votes, there's one big mystery that's been bothering me.
Why does it matter? We know who the killer is. It's Cuphead. Daisy, please, stop. What's on your mind, Kirby?
The Monokuma file said that Waddle Dee almost died instantly, correct?
Yeah, what about it?
Well, if Waddle Dee was awake at 10:30 p.m. and died 30 minutes later, wouldn't there be enough time for him to fight back against his killer?
That's actually a good question. Why didn't Waddle Dee fight back? Isn't he the ultimate police officer? And last I checked, police officers always fight back against criminals who attack them. So why did it look like he didn't fight back?
Why didn't Waddle Dee fight back against his killer? That's a good question. Alright. I need to think. What is it?
I got it!
There's a reason on why Waddle Dee couldn't have fought back against his killer.
It's because he didn't have a chance to fight back his killer!
Time for an exploration!
Olamide, what was that for?
Cuphead, as much as I don't want to argue with you, there are some holes in your logic.
Huh? What do you mean?
You say that Waddle Dee didn't have a chance to fight back against his killer? That's impossible, and you know it. You can't prove otherwise that Waddle Dee did not fight back against his killer with something so illogical.
Alright, Olamide, I guess you're asking for a tussle, eh? Well, here's my rebuttal to that statement. Bring it on!
Waddle Dee was awake at midnight, correct? And the killer came to murder him around that time gap. If both Waddle Dee and the killer got into a scuffle, then Waddle Dee would have had a chance to fight back.
Now, Waddle Dee couldn't fight back because he was knocked out.
Central! Well, if Waddle Dee was knocked out, how would the killer even knock him out? What, because of the bloody hammer you told us during the investigation off screen? But then some blood would have been left behind, leaving a blood trail and cleaning it up. And last I checked, during the investigation, there was no instance of a towel being used, let alone, like, any wet marks around the crime scene that made the crime scene, well, slippery. So there's no way that something else could have knocked out Waddle Dee.
I'll prove you wrong!
Wait, what? Falcon! Punch!
I'll parry through those words! No, Olamide, that's wrong. There was another way to knock out Waddle Dee. The chloroform bottle being empty in the chemistry lab proves that.
Oh, Cuphead, I knew you were gonna bring that topic up. But there is one major flaw to that statement you just made.
Oh, and what would that be?
Waddle Dee doesn't even have a mouth. How would he absorb the symptoms of the chloroform if he has no mouth? As in, he can't swallow food or symptoms or anything else.
I can't answer that question for you, Olamide. Because Cuphead's right.
What? Okay, first of all, Olamide, chill out. And also, second of all, Kirby, do you have any proof that you know about this that contradicts Olamide's statement?
Well, back in Cappy Town in Dreamland, Waddle Dee's mouths worked as they absorbed any type of food or substance, meaning that the chloroform went right through his mouth. Meaning that he absorbed it and that's what put him to sleep.
What? How is that even possible?
I'm not sure myself, but I do know that the chloroform's side effects were absorbed by Waddle Dee's mouth, meaning that he absorbed it and that's what put him to sleep.
Huh. So in the end, I was wrong. I'm very sorry, Cuphead, for lashing out at you like that. And you too, Kirby. I always hate it when my research is so wrong when I've worked hours into it. It's all gone to waste.
Hey, don't sweat it, pal. It's okay to be wrong all the time. Besides, that whole lash out was water under the bridge.
Oh, Cuphead. That puts you in an even deeper grave.
Oh, don't give me that bullshit that I was the only one who could have used the chloroform. Anyone aside from Oswald, Squirtle, Phineas, and Kirby could have used it chloroform. Not just me.
That is very true, but you are still the main suspect of this trial. With you being the last one to see Waddle Dee, the hammer being the same color as your straw, I could go on and on. Okay, Violet Bloom, this is where your case falls apart. Huh? What are you talking about, Kirby? There's another thing that's been bothering me right after you explained your reasonings on how Cuphead could be the culprit. It's like what you said in one of your reasonings. If Cuphead was the killer, why would he answer to my question as if he was confident about it?
Have you not been paying attention? No. Charmander, let him cook.
That's easy, really. It was a slip of the tongue. He just didn't realize it because he's just an ignorant dumbass.
I am this close to murdering your ass!
No, it wasn't a slip of the tongue. Even if it was, Cuphead would have covered his mouth. He's not that stupid. And besides, I know he's telling the truth. Because this case, it seems too easy. That doesn't even sound like Cuphead one bit. Long story short, to inform your small pea brain, I don't think Cuphead's the killer! What did you just say, you pink-dumbo son of a bitch? Me and I would agree with Kirby, right, bro?
Yeah, of course. Cuphead is our best friend from middle school, and we shall defend him. This is giving me a migraine, Mai. How can we tell who's suspicious when we're split on opposite sides?
Hold on!
Split? Did you say split? Boo! You did! I heard it with my belly button microphone. Okay, I don't think I can sleep easy now with that cursed fact in my head. This school in Orlando, Florida is happy to present its first ever Scrum debate! Scrum the what now?
Like scrambled eggs?
Oh wait, we're ordering where? I didn't know this was a food court. I am this close to killing you myself. Anyways, where? I'll have 2 number 9s, a number 9 large, one with... No! This is not an actual food court! The Scrum debate is when you split into 2 teams of 2, in which you think which side is correct. And here's how it will work. Go to the left side if you think Cuphead is not telling the truth, and go to the right side if you think he is. Woo! Anyways, transition time! The body was in Cuphead's bathroom, so it has to be him, wah! Phineas!
Just because the victim's body was in his bathroom doesn't automatically mean he's guilty. What about the note? Maybe Cuphead wrote it himself.
Mickey!
Cuphead would have wrote the note with his handwriting. And the note did not look like his handwriting at all. What about the fact that Cuphead was the last one seen with Waddle Dee?
Love the cookie!
Cuphead would have been seen and caught by someone else who was outside at midnight.
But isn't a Cuphead the ultimate gambler? Gamblers lie and take risks all the time. Kirby!
Gambler or not, Cuphead wouldn't just make a kill that obvious, let alone leave a bunch of clues if he was the killer. What about the motive? Cuphead overreacted to the point that he would have the upper hand to kill.
Olimar!
Half of us were upset over the motive. Anyone could have killed Waddle Dee over that.
What about the hammer and axe? It has the same colors as Cuphead's straw!
I'll handle this one. the hammer and axe were painted with the paint cans. I may not know where the killer got the paint from, but I know they used it to frame me.
Hiya folks, this is the creator speaking. And yes, this is my real voice instead of me not voicing over Neo or Raki to do them, you know?
But that's not what the topic is about. You may be wondering where's the whole ending of a Scrum debate which involves in shaking the screen. That answer being is that I'm not gonna do it at all.
And before anyone asks, yes, I do know that it's just short shaking.
And then it comes to the "this is our answer" sort of deal.
I actually have 2 reasons on why I'm not doing this.
Now let me get the first one out of the way by saying that yes, I am too lazy to do this. And I'm not afraid to admit it.
Which I know is a very, very, very stupid reason on why I chose not to do this at all.
But the second reason is I want to try something a little different. Keyword a little. Now you may be wondering what I'm talking about. Well, what I mean by a little different is for the Scrum debates, they're mostly just PNGs, or no, rather than like sprites in Danganronpa V3. I mostly did this because I wanted to add some more expression to the characters rather than just them having a blank face that's smiling. I mean, I get why some others do it, like plushified if you want to say. It captures the essence of Danganronpa plush.
And I also get on how you understand what the characters are feeling through their tone of voice. But again, I just wanted to do something different than other Danganronpa plush series. So hopefully this doesn't bother you too much. Oh, and one more thing. For the final thing, there will be a full counter since I have the PNG combined with it, sort of deal. But instead of just doing the shaking, I might have another idea. And it involves with memes. And no, it won't just be a bunch of memes for one single, full counter. That'd be stupid. Instead, I'll just do one meme that's relevant to the topic of full counter of Scrum debates. Which the meme's based on regular show. Why? Because it's a good show.
Also, side note, I'm saying this here because live chat has a limit to how many words you could type. And chat can be a bit buggy sometimes, so this is for the best.
Anyways, that's all from me since I've clearly wasted your time, so I gotta go. See ya! Here are the characters who are playing for this meme, so that way you won't get confused.
Hey, giant beardo face! Yeah, fuck! Did it! Thank you so much, but you piece of shit.
Yeah!
This is our answer, mate. See, everyone? Now you know I'm not lying. I did not murder Waddle Dee.
And there's one more item that nails the coffin on you being innocent. Right, partner?
Huh? What do you... Oh, you mean that note? Okay, what's it even about? Okay, mate, please do not tell me you're gonna leave the note as a cliffhanger. At least tell us what the note's even about.
Well, I have it in my pocket, thank you very much.
Let me just, Alright, I have it. See for yourself. Mate, you have cooked so hard that you burnt the meal, cause I don't even know... What even is this? I agree with Joey. Is this some sort of sick joke?
What the... No! This note might be my key to being innocent.
Alright. Let me see this. Okay, you with the... crossroads the stops. Yeah, not even I can figure this out.
Well, me and Linzer Cookie know it. Right, Linzer Cookie?
Mm-hmm. But we want you to figure it out, Cuphead. What is it?
What is the item that the note is referring to? I don't even know myself. How can I figure this out?
Ow! A whiteboard? Okay, what the hell is this now? Why, hello, Cuphead! Before you ask what this is, let me just show you with a simple snap.
Huh? What are you talking about? Oh, what the? What? Wait.
Is this seriously just Hangman? Yep!
So the gist of it is, if I get everything correct, then I know what the answer is. And if I guess the number right, I don't get a strike. And if I get it wrong, I get a strike. All strikes and I'm out.
Yeah, pretty much. You just explained baseball, but with Hangman, so good on you. Alright, let's get this over with. Alright. Oh, I got it. Maybe I'll start with the alphabet. That's somewhat of a good strategy. Alright. A. Oh my god, is this seriously working? B. Oh shit! Oh no, it wasn't B. Screw it, I go for a gamble. C. Alright. Phew! D. I swear to fucking God, if the next word is E, I'm straight up leaving. E!
I said I would do it.
Oh no you don't! Get your ass back here! Fine! This is why I hate Hangman. Okay, surely it is an F, right? Please don't let it be F, or so help me God. Okay, good. That means I can actually quit this whole bullshit of guessing with only the alphabet. This time, let's guess with a random letter this time. Alright, this seems like a wild card, so W. Oh shit, okay, think, Cuphead, think. Oh! Yeah, oh. Wait a minute. Oh, I got it! It's not Cuphead! What the?
Nice job. Not so bad at... Fuck you.
But on the positive note, I'm out of here. You do realize we were gonna do more of this than just multiple questions, right? Oh, you motherfucker! Oh! Cuphead? You okay, dude? Is he dead? Well, him lying down during a trial while he was just gone for a couple minutes can't be good for your health, so... I don't know if he's dead. Well, he better wake up soon! We're in the middle of the... I found out the answer! I found out the answer! Ah! Oh! Whoops. Sorry, Squirtle. But, anyways, I found out the answer to what that note is referring to. Huh? Alright, let's see what you got. What is it? Olimar, do you still have that note with you?
Well... yeah, I just kept it on the floor while you just randomly fell asleep. So yeah, it's been on the floor ever since you fell asleep.
Well, for the note, I'll tell you what it is. It's Waddle Dee's dying message. Again, Mike, you cooked so hard, you burnt the meal. You're telling me this piece of junk is considered Waddle Mike's dying message? I beg to differ, Mike. Well, it's not a piece of junk if you look at it closely on what it describes. Take a look at it closely, Olimar, and you'll see what I mean.
Okay, So, it's you with the stop sign. Oh my god!
What is this, Olamad?
Cuphead was innocent from the start! We just accused him! For nothing! God fucking damn it!
And there you go. That's the answer. It's Waddle Dee's dying message, which means it's not me. Meaning, Argo, I'm not the killer.
Yes! I knew Cuphead was not the killer from the start! Woo!
I don't think you should be celebrating, Wah, because there's one problem. How can we tell who even is the killer if we ran out of alibis?
Unfortunately, Waluigi has a point, Cuphead.
And Mickey,
Well, the only suspects cleared are me, Oswald, Phineas, Squirtle, and you. But that leaves 5 out of 10 of us. How can we tell who's even suspicious if we don't know who it is?
wait, so you're telling me after all our hard work, we're back to square one?
No, there has to be something left out of place, right? There's no way this could be a dead end. Wait, so is there really no other clues we could pinpoint the culprit? Did we actually reach a dead end?
I know what we're gonna do today!
Huh. Well, at least I landed on something soft this time. Wait, who's my... Oh no! Phineas, don't tell me you're here for a rebuttal.
No, Cuphead. It's quite the opposite. I'm here to help you. Huh? What are you talking about? There's something that me and Linzer Cookie know, but you don't.
Why did you two say anything sooner? We could have been done with this trial lickety-split! And heck, like, if you knew what it was, then you could have just told us! Like, why didn't you tell anyone?
We wanted to test your skills.
What?
Yeah, we wanted to test you instead of us doing it. It's not being lazy, it's just, you can't always rely on us all the time. Sometimes you have to rely on other people and see if they can figure it out. You are close to figuring it out, my friend. Let's keep on going further, shall we? How do we even do that? Just follow my logic, Cuphead, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Think about Waddle Dee's condition throughout his murder. 2 stab wounds on both arms and legs, and a blow to the head with a hammer, but also with a little dash of chloroform in it. Do you see something strange with that, Cuphead? I'll give you a hint. When was the chloroform found? We know it was found in the chemical lab, but what day was it found? Do you see where I'm going with this?
I agree with that!
Oh golly. Phineas, you cracked the code of this case!
Happy to help.
Wait, Cuphead, did you figure something out?
Yep. Everyone, I know the person who murdered Waddle Dee.
Wait, you do?
Oh, this got interesting, Wah.
You do, Cuphead? Please, tell us! Who killed my best friend?
Alright. Within the evidence I gathered from this class trial, the killer is...
I'm positive this is the right answer! The person who murdered Waddle Dee and tried to frame me for this crime is you! Vileplume, the ultimate florist!
Excuse me? Flower bitch did this?
What the? Flower Knight? Vileplume? How could it be her, Cuphead?
Yeah, exactly! Where's your proof? I said earlier in the trial that I have vendetta against killers. If I'm a killer, then I have a vendetta against myself! How does that make any sense?
I think it makes a lot of sense to me. Because you're trying to make yourself look innocent. And looking back on it, you said something strange when we finished our group investigation that Waddle Dee hosted. Once we were done with our little group investigation, Daisy specified that there were chemicals in the chemical lab, while you specified chloroform, almost like you were planning a murder. And how convenient that the chloroform was then later used during the murder. Which means it can only be you.
That doesn't pinpoint to me, though! Daisy could have done it! She investigated the chemical lab with me!
That may be true, Vileplume, but Daisy never specified the chemical, which is chloroform. She only said that there were chemicals. She didn't specify anything whatsoever. While you, on the other hand, specified chloroform. That makes you a little way too suspicious, doesn't it? Wait a second, you two. I think all of us need a little more convincing. We can't simply believe that Vileplume is the culprit just because of one simple thing. Can you at least show us some evidence? Please?
Yeah! Charmander's right! Show me the evidence! Show me how I could be the killer! You're saying I'm the killer only because I specified one chemical? It's not a good reason to accuse me!
It is a good reason because all the evidence points to you!
Even though I specified one chemical, I said it to everybody! So one of us decided that 5 innocent people could have done it! Not me!
She does have a point. Any one of us could have done it.
Exactly! That means I could have done it! And besides, there is one problem for me committing this murder at nighttime.
I immediately get the problem, mate. Someone would have heard her.
Yep! And newsflash! Nobody even saw me or heard me! So that means I'm not the killer!
I'll turn this ship around!
Wait a second, Vileplume. Someone did hear you.
Huh? And even if that's true, who would that person even be?
That person, oh no, rather than a certain cookie saw you or heard you. That goes to Linda Cookie.
What are you talking about?
Please buy my life, please buy my life, please buy my life, please buy my life! Wait, Cuphead, how did Linda Cookie hear Vileplume? Can you care to explain the story on what happened?
Oh yeah, sure, no problem. Anyways, I met up with Linda Cookie during the investigation because she was done with her solo investigation. So she met up with me inside my bathroom. She did tell her about the meeting with Waddle Dee during at nighttime. But there was one more thing that she told me that I forgot to tell you guys until right now.
Oh? And what would that be?
That's easy. Her alibi!
Her alibi? Oh, I see what you're doing now. Yeah, my alibi. It was around 10:58 p.m., which I couldn't really sleep last night. So, to spare some time, I decided to actually write in my journal with my pen. It has a recording function.
Wait, it actually has that, mate?
While I was recording, I heard 2 voices downstairs. One mysterious and the other deep. The deep one was definitely Waddle Dee, but the mysterious one is unnamed. But after looking back on it, it must have been you. Right, Vileplume?
I must admit, for a detective, she is really good at lying. I just thought detectives never lied. Guess I was wrong. Moral of the story is to never judge a book by its cover. Which I just did right now with Man!
So all is una spuma. Vileplume? Did you really kill my best friend? No! I didn't kill Waddle Dee! I promise you I didn't!
Give it up, Vileplume. It's over. We got your corner. It's all set in stone. You really are the culprit.
You evolved into a dyed flower!
Whoa! Wait, I stuck the landing this time. Oh, great. Vileplume, just give it up. You're the culprit. Just give it up, please. You've already been caught.
No, Cuphead. You're wrong. You're really wrong. I wasn't the one who murdered Waddle Dee. Say what you want, Cuphead. I'm not the killer. And I have no hesitation to fight you to defend myself.
All right, Buster. You want to play rough? Let's play rough.
I couldn't have killed Waddle Dee even if I tried. Heck, you suspect me because of one small coincidence? You're gonna get us all killed by picking the wrong answer! Phew, there's so much evidence that doesn't point to me, so that means I'm not the killer!
No, there is a lot of evidence against you, Vileplume, and you know it.
What the?
Wait a second. Oh, duh! I could use my powers!
Oh yeah? And what evidence would that be?
1, 2, now!
Well, is it the fact that about carrying Waddle Dee to your room? Take this!
She asked for it.
Oh my god, this cup is about to piss me off! Waddle Dee's too heavy for a Pokemon like me! And someone would have seen me upstairs if I were to drag his body all the way upstairs to your room! But they say, third time's the charm!
Time for a little boomerang action. Yeet!
So there's no way I had any chance of carrying Waddle Dee all the way to your room! This one's on the house!
Batter up. And the swing! Batter, batter!
Wait, what?
I'll parry through those words. No, Vileplume. There was a way for you to carry Waddle Dee all the way to my room without going upstairs.
And what would that be, Cuphead?
Simple. Me, Olimar, Joey, and Linza Cookie know about this. I'm talking about the vent! And when I checked the vents in the downstairs bathroom, I saw a blood trail leading all the way to my room. Meaning you must have gotten up to the vent, carried Waddle Dee's body all the way to my room, and placed him in my bathroom. And then, case closed. That's how you did the crime. Right, Vileplume?
Wait a minute, Wah. As much as your case is really good and really detailed, there is one major flaw.
Oh! Is it the fact that how Vileplume could have gotten up there? I'm sorry, Cuphead, but I'm stunned too. How did Vileplume even get up to the vent? She's too short.
What Wait a minute. They're both arrived. How did the Violet Plume even get up to the vent? She's too short. She can't even reach it. So, how would she reach it?
Oh, I know the answer to this. But I gotta ask one Pokemon a question.
Hey, Charmander.
Huh? You calling me Cuphead?
Yeah, I'm certain you know a lot of knowledge about the Pokemon in Kanto. Is Vileplume one of the Pokemon in Kanto?
Yeah, she's Generation 1 along with me and Squirtle.
Where are you even going with this?
Do you know what moves a Vileplume has?
Oh,
Well, my dad told me this, so yeah, I do. Vileplume is a grass and poison type, which she has poison acid, or just acid, razor leaf, stun spore, and vine whip.
Wait. Repeat that last move again.
Huh? You mean vine whip?
oh my god!
There you go.
You managed to get up to the vent by using Vine Whip. Am I wrong, Vileplume?
Yes! Yes! 100% yes! 100% you are fucking completely wrong!
Oh god, Flower Mate has gone cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs.
Wait, Cocoa Puffs? I thought you was the type of person to eat Lucky Charms.
Are we seriously playing that joke here? Vileplume?
Give it up!
It's over. You're the culprit of this case. There's no other way around it.
No other way around it? What the hell are you talking about? I told you 1,000 times I did not kill Waddle Dee! Yet you still accuse me all because of one stupid coincidence? I didn't kill Waddle Dee, and I'll prove it to you right now, you stupid sentient cunt! You really think that I did this crime? All because of a stupid coincidence? I didn't kill Waddle Dee! Someone else is guilty! How would I have reached the vent? It's too high for me to reach!
Like Cuphead said, you must have used Vine Whip to reach the vents. It's not impossible, is it?
Just because I used Vine Whip to reach the vent doesn't mean it's me! Cuphead could have used a straw! Or Daisy could have floated up there! So why am I the one being suspected? How does saying one significant thing make me suspicious?
Because nobody brought up the chloroform. You were the only one who brought it up, making you look suspicious.
Didn't Daisy also know about the chloroform in the chemical lab? That means she could have done it too! So for the last time, I am not the killer! What about the straw axe and hammer? I didn't know about Cuphead and Waddle Dee chatting! You must have spied on them. That gave a good opportunity to frame Cuphead. If I'm the killer, what would I use the chloroform? There was no rag at the crime scene.
Your reign of terror ends now! You used a flower to store the chloroform. That's what that blue dust that was on my shoe near the weapons room entrance. It was your pollen from your flower.
No, not correct.
I finally figured it out. I found out what that blue dust was during the investigation. It was Vileplume's pollen! Wait, Her pollen? Would you mind explaining a bit better, Cuphead? Cause I don't get it.
Gladly.
When me and Linzer Cookie's investigation almost ended, Linzer Cookie caught something in her eye. Or not her eye, but like, you know, she saw it. Which appeared to be blue dust on my shoe. For a minute I thought it was like some sort of powder. But then I realized, looking back on it, it must have been your pollen, Vileplume. Because all you ever did was just, instead of using a rag for the chloroform, you used your own flour. Am I wrong?
Well, would you look at that? You got her on the ropes, Cuphead. Now finish it off with a bang!
Huh? What do you mean?
Simple. I want you to go over the case one more time. To show everyone the truth.
What? Linzer Cookie, I can't! You know I'm not as good as a detective as you are. I'm not the ultimate detective like you. I'm not even a good detective.
That's not true, Cuphead. You managed to crack the code on where Vileplume stored the chloroform. If you could do that, then you could go over the case one more time. Alright, partner?
Alright. I'll give it my best shot. I'm really sorry for this, Vileplume. But this is the truth of the case! The crime first began on the second day in the morning when Waddle Dee, our victim in this case, assigned us into 8 groups of 2. Me with Linzer Cookie, Olimar and Joey, and so on. The culprit in this case was paired with Daisy as their group member, which they would get into a lot of arguments, as Waddle Dee assigned the 2 of them to investigate the chemical lab, which later on would give the culprit an idea. While Daisy and our culprit investigated the chemical lab, Daisy saw some chemicals. However, our culprit was specifically looking at a certain chemical, which happened to be a chloroform bottle filled with, well, chloroform. After the group investigations were over, me and everyone else, including our culprit, went back to the gym to discuss what they found during the group investigation. Daisy began her explanation saying that she found some chemicals in the chemical lab. However, the culprit dug their own grave by saying one of the chemicals was chloroform. We wouldn't have found out this was suspicious if it wasn't for Phineas. The next day happened as Monokuma announced the first motive, which was a video showing something happening to our families or loved ones. The culprit was probably shocked about something happening to their home. However, I gave them the upper hand for this case, as I was the one who had a panic attack over the motive. Waddle Dee tried to calm me down, but due to my blind rage over the motive, I punched Waddle Dee right in the arm, and ran like the wind. This gave the culprit an advantage in framing me. Right when I was asleep after the motive and everyone else was in their rooms, the culprit had some time to plan their murder. I have no idea where they got the paint from, but the culprit got the paint colors for red and white, a hammer, and an axe. The culprit then used the red and white paint buckets to paint on the hammer and axe, making it look like it was my straw. They also used the chloroform from the chemical lab. However, instead of using a handkerchief, they instead used their flour, turning the chemical into pollen. The culprit was walking upstairs to set their murder in action. But unfortunately for them, they saw Waddle Dee walk into my room, which he failed to wake up Kirby. This caused the culprit to hide from him and watch what was happening. Later on, they saw Waddle Dee heading downstairs at 10:25 p.m. He was waiting for me in case I ever got the note, which was at 10:30 p.m. During that time, me and Waddle Dee had our talk about the motive, and Waddle Dee go into the weapons room alone to not let anyone murder each other, which the culprit managed to blend in perfectly due to them being a flower. After our talk was finished, I waved my goodbyes to Waddle Dee and headed back into my room, which gave the culprit the perfect opportunity to kill Waddle Dee and frame me. So when Waddle Dee was at the weapons room entrance, the culprit began the strike. Throughout the strike, Waddle Dee must have guessed he was going to die, so before he was attacked, Waddle Dee wrote in his note card a mug of me with a stop sign signaling that I wasn't the killer, and threw it somewhere where the culprit couldn't find it. After he did that, the culprit striked, sprouting some chloroform pollen at him. Waddle Dee didn't have a chance to fight back as he fell asleep, leaving blue pollen as evidence against our culprit. In order for Waddle Dee not to wake up or see any witnesses, the culprit hit him with the painted hammer, killing him instantly. However, just to double check Waddle Dee was still alive, the culprit also cut Waddle Dee's arms and legs with the axe so he couldn't leave any clues. After the culprit finished killing Waddle Dee, they first put the axe in the weapons room to frame me. Then they carried his body with the move Vine Whip to get up to the vents. However, Linzer Cookie caught the culprit red-handed due to her pen recorder. The culprit then dragged Waddle Dee's body all the way to the vent that leads to my bathroom. They then placed Waddle Dee's body in my shower, placed a bloody hammer to frame me, and then went up the vent again to go back to their dorm room. To make this case set in stone, the culprit had to pretend like nothing had happened and they'd be none the wiser. This is the truth of the entire case. That's the entire case that you tried to succeed and frame me. Isn't that right? Vileplume, the ultimate florist!
And that is the truth of this case. Did I get anything wrong, Vileplume?
Wow! Looks like Flower Girl is totally shunned! Which means the class trials time is up! Because it's time for the voting! A tablet will appear and you will vote on who you think is the blackened. Also, you better vote for someone, because if you don't, then you're asking for a death sentence right here!
Oh. I guess this is the tablet Monokuma was talking about. I'm really sorry, Vileplume.
Beep.
I'm really sorry.
Well, looks like everyone has casted their votes. Now it's time to show the results. Yeah, that rhymed. Will you pick the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? Who's it gonna be? Wowee! I'm impressed with you. You all managed to get it correct. The blackened of the ultimate police officer Waddle Dee was none other than the ultimate florist Vileplume!
So, you were right, Mike.
You sick bastard! I'm gonna kill you myself!
Whoa, easy there, kid. You know violence is not the answer.
Calm down, Kirby. We should let Vileplume explain herself. Maybe she had a good reason.
What could be a good reason why you killed my best friend? Vileplume, why did you murder Waddle Dee? I thought you promised that you wouldn't kill, like the rest of us. You promised Waddle Dee, so why would you go back on that?
Wait a goddamn minute, he's right! You promised along with the rest of us that you wouldn't kill. Were you lying this whole time?
I wasn't lying. I did promise I wouldn't kill. But the motive video had hit, and I went back on my word because of that.
Wait a minute. A motive video? Is that why you killed Waddle Dee? But we all had the motive videos! Like everyone had something traumatizing happen to their homes or families! You know whatever it is in your motive video, Vileplume, you know they're okay! Right?
That wasn't the only reason. I murdered Waddle Dee because I wanted to get out of here!
What?
My motive video showed my family in my flower shop. Apparently Monokuma said something happened to them and it's just... I don't know what happened to them. The reason why I murdered was because I wanted to see my family again. Because I haven't seen them in days. And being in this place makes it worse. It's just, I wanted to see my family again.
Wait, but why Waddle Dee? Like, he was the toughest out of everyone here. He's a freaking officer. Why him? Why go all the way to try to frame Cuphead? What did he do to you?
And one more question. Where did you find the paint? I don't think anyone has found paint in this ever since we got here. Where did you find it? To answer your first question, Luigi, it's because Waddle Dee was all alone. There was no one even watching him, seeing him, or next to him, or guarding him. He was all alone. Which gave me the perfect opportunity to kill him. And as for your second question, Squirtle, it's because Cuphead overreacted over the motive. When he saw it, if I had to take a guess, it was his family. Which, if I had to take another guess, his family was his greatest weakness. So if I used all the items to frame him, then I would have won. And I would have been out of here. I would have gotten to see my family again. And as for your third question, Mr. Cookie, when Daisy wasn't looking, I found the paint. And during my murder, I decided, hey, why not use it to frame Cuphead? Because, well, he's the only one who went insane over the motive. And I thought it would lead me less suspicion. But no. The one word that I said during the group meeting is what led me to where I am now. My family, they mean a lot to me. They mean the world to me. I have my father, my grandma, a little sister, a middle sister. I'm the oldest out of the three. And if they're worried about me, and if I don't come back, who's gonna help them make the right choices instead of just going all out like a bunch of kids? Getting into dangerous situations all the time. I just need to be there for them.
Flower mate.
Alright, I've heard enough, and I think that's enough. Because it's time for my favorite part!
Favorite part?
Yup, because it's time for the punishment!
What? Wait, no, please, don't do this! I don't want to die!
Well, guess what, bitch? I missed the part where that's my problem! In other words, too fucking bad! You played the game, you lost, and you are gonna die! End of story!
No! Wait! Before I die, at least tell me my family's okay! Please!
Alrighty then! Let's get started, because I've prepared a very special punishment for the ultimate florist, Vileplume!
No! Please don't! I don't want to die!
Let's give it everything we got! It's punishment time! Man, that punishment was awesome! I knew using that chompy was a good idea. Although, that flower girl's execution reminded me of something else. I'm getting a sense of deja vu. Odd. But anyways, that punishment was still awesome!
The chompy play. Those pesky aliens. They're cool.
What the fuck was that? It was the execution, dumbass! Did you forget to read the rules or what? What do you expect the punishment to be? Detention?
Although I did do that on a certain punishment was known to my lucky student, and the lucky motherfucker survived.
That was just cruel! And plus overkill! What is wrong with you? That's not how you condemn a criminal, and I'm a detective! That was just fucked up on so many levels! Mario, we will end up like that, won't we? Of course we will not, Lou. We know we are much better than that.
Okay, I know she murdered someone, but you didn't have to go that far.
Yeah, mate, like seriously though, what the fuck was that? Like, the fact that the plant ate her? I'm gonna be sick. Could've just shot her or executed her normally, like the electric chair or the noose or whatever. Not like this. And where's the fun in that? Let me tell you, sweet cheeks, there's no fun in that. But in other words, congratulations! You passed your very first class trial. Head back to the elevator and back to your dorms and have a good rest. Because tomorrow, I will announce something. And no, it's not another motive. Yet. Anyways, good night, everybody! Boy!
One by one, we all left on the elevator to go back to our dorm rooms. Was this gonna be our new lives? Seeing our friend die and watching them be executed in front of our own two eyes? I hope that won't be the case anymore after seeing that. And we will find a way to escape this hell!